Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of Real Talk with Data. This month, like I said earlier on in the month, I said it's months of answering relationship and marriage questions of all kind. And I ask that you send your question in via the link in my bio on Instagram or through the episode description box. There's also a Google form that you can also fill to send in your questions. And I'll be taking them one after the other. So for this week, we have two questions that I want to address. And the first question says that, what do you have to say? Like, what do I have to say about taking a relationship retreat without your partner? Like, that's very funny, honestly. Relationship retreat, like, I'm just hearing it for the first time. I have to be honest. Like, relationship retreat, it possibly would mean that you want to kind of have little space from your partner, and then you also don't want your partner to know about it. I don't get it, because for every relationship that you're in, either emotional or friendship or whatever, even spiritual relationship, both parties have to be aware. So when you talk about relationship retreats without your partner, is it that you want to go on maybe 3 days retreat? Then I can understand that. Or you are actually saying, okay, I just want to have time to myself, and if that's the case, so we're going to take it from two angles. The first angle is if you want to, go for like a spiritual retreat or, just for some few days out. Either way, anyway, your partner has to be in the know, because it takes two, right? It's a relationship. That's why it's called a relationship. You're not doing it alone. You can't do life alone. Even if it's friendship, if you're going to go out on your friends, or if you're not going to be around, it's ideal to talk about it. Say, okay, you guys, I won't be around for so day and stuff like that. Or if you're in a relationship, hey babe, I would want to have some time out, with God or something. And if you also are not feeling the guy anymore, just talk about it. Say something, or the babe anymore. Talk about it. I know guys like this MI kind of thing, like, missing in action. They don't want to face it. They don't want to talk about it. But somebody has to come out and talk about it. If it has to do with a retreat, if I'm thinking, or I'm talking about the retreat that you are talking about, which is having space from the person, you have to talk about it. Or if it's a case of you want to have a spiritual retreat, you still need to talk about it. You have to talk about it. Communication has been the greatest tool for a healthy relationship. So communication, I cannot overemphasize it. You have to talk about it. Okay? So there is really, basically nothing you can do about having a relationship retreat without your partner, because your partner must be in the know. If you guys are not are having a kind of hard time together, you still have to talk about it. Talk about it. It's always better. Another question here says, I think I strained the relationship between my boyfriend and my father. Will it ever work out between them again? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because this question is kind of one-sided, and I won't want to be talking from an angle that I don't know. So I would need a much deeper context so that I can understand what you're talking about. There has to be something that must have strained the relationship. And hey, if you think you have strained the relationship, don't beat yourself up. Just find a way to retrace it back. For every time there's something that you do wrong and it's been admitted, then that means you're ready to make a correction. So whatever you have to do, as long as the relationship between your boyfriend and your father would turn out to be healthy, then you can as well give it a try. Because honestly, I don't know what you have done to think you have strained it. But whatever it is, just know that the place of a boyfriend is different from the place of a father. A father would always be there for you. The boyfriend probably turn into a husband would also be there for you, but they are separate human beings. So don't try to juggle the two of them together, because seriously, they are both separate. The Bible says when you get married to your husband, the two shall become one flesh, right? So it means that in the whole sense of it, you are now submitted and you'll be submissive to your husband. Okay, so whatever it is that you have done to strain the relationship between your boyfriend and your father, I believe that you know what it is, and then you can also do something about it if you really, really want to do something about it. The third question, I would attend to it next week. Trust me, I know the question and I got you. I got you. Trust me, I got you. I would want you to send in more questions and I would answer them as best as I can. And for me, it's time out this time again. I am here like always. I'm minding my father's business. I also want to remind you to keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. That's how we can help you on this episode. And I trust that we'd always have a good time together. Thank you once again. The third question, don't go anywhere, next week. Bye for now. Thank you.